Good morning. Headed down to the farm. We got some loads of corn coming in today, and we finished corn yesterday. So we got the bean head fixed. We broke that before we finished our field last time. So we got that all fixed up. We should be good to go this morning. We'll have to see if we can get started at a decent time, or we're gonna have to wait a little bit. But the first task is to get the load of corn in, and of course, put the flag out. It doesn't like the cold at all. All right, hang on. Oh. Wait, they'll die. All right, key off. Turn the key on. Pump the gas. Start it. Should start this time. Oh! Woo! Oh, man, I guess we're going for 3 today. Pump the gas. Oh yeah. Oh, we got it now. Oh, little stumble. Cut. I gotta take it to the farm because the tire's going low. I don't want it to go flat here because then we got real problems. Now it's gonna run. I think it needs a little carb work. A little carb action maybe. Got him unloaded, but that truck is in the way of the scale. So I was working on backing on. Looks like he's gonna get it. Took the railing off the stairs so we don't hit that. Alright, we got the first truck out of here. And we'll see if we can get started on beans.
So, yeah, by about 10:30 I ought to be running beans.
Hello?
Hey, we need to get some stuff moved around. Can you come give me some rides?
Yes. I
Okay.
just have to get the kids started on school.
Okay, sounds good. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, bye.
Alright, so we got all that figured out. I'm gonna go get the tender and then get the vac down to the strong farm and fill the tender and then fill the wagon. So that should all work out. We should be good to go. We'll just see where we end up here. I mean, beans go a little slower, so he's got the grain cart and a truck down there, and then eventually I'll take another truck down to him, so it'll take him a couple hours to fill a truck probably, but those beans are under irrigation, so they should do pretty good. So we'll just have to see how quick it goes, but I think with the grain cart and 2 trucks I should be able to keep up. We don't have any extra help today, so we'll see how it goes. We found the tender. Gonna take it to Strong Farm, and then I'm gonna get a ride back, and then I will have to take the vac down to the Strong Farm. So it's a little bit of driving around today. We came up with a better plan. We're gonna hook Chrissy's truck to the vac, and then we'll pull that down so we only have to make 1 trip. I'll end up there with the tender, and then she can come back and start weighing trucks in. So this plan should save us a trip. Should be good to go if this tractor will start. Oh. Come on. You can do it. Woo! unhook. Oh God, the door's attacking me. We'll be good to go. Let's go out on the highway.
I don't think I should wait for his next load.
I can call him and see where he's at. Alright. I can call and see where the other truck is at before we get headed down. Are you laughing at me? Okay. Alright, well, you're gonna get banned from the YouTube channel. Good grief. He said he's gonna be 45 minutes before he gets here, so we're gonna run down to Strong and drop all this stuff off, and then she should be able to make it back in time before he gets back around. So everything looks like it's gonna work out just fine. Alright, made it. You can head home, or to the office. Rod's gonna weigh that truck in and then you can weigh him out. We met him on the road.
Oh, wait. On the gravel?
No, on the pavement, right up here.
Oh,
Alright.
that's good. So you're saying I don't have time to stuff in cases?
If you're real quick. Alright. Oh, the help these days. So we will get the 5288 out of the shed, hook it up to the vac, fill that, fill the wagon, then we'll be good to go for a while on the cover crop. Well, that's pretty neat. I'll have to go get the air compressor, put air in that. Sounds like the air compressor was being a little bit of a pain, so hopefully it starts up for us. Took my head off. Soil warrior. Oh, so we'll get that filled up and then get the tractor out there hooked up to the vac, and then we can hook this pickup up to the wagon and start the vac up. Good times, real good times. Oh, it was a great plan until it wasn't. Get in here. Try and, oh look. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's dead. Dead as can be. Nothing, not a thing. Not a thing. So, we are going to finish filling up the tire. And then, we already got the jumper cables out already because the combine was dead. So we'll hook it up to the batteries on this thing and let it sit for a little bit. There's something weird going on. I hooked it up to the battery first and it didn't do anything. Then I hooked it straight to the starter and the first couple of clicks didn't do anything. Then I was shocked. And then on the third one, it took off. So it's good that it started, but it was like completely dead. The lights came on, but nothing else came on, so I don't know. But good news is we got it started. Got the vac hooked up to the tractor. Gonna back it down, then bins, and we'll get started backing. I would think it would, my God, let's go. I think it'd take, oh, it probably shouldn't even take an hour. I don't have that much stuff, maybe 30 minutes. And then we should be able to get everything back. I did think of one flaw in my plan. I have to get the back to the home farm because I need it to unload beans. The problem is I don't have a truck down here, so I'll have to figure that one out. Fit the tender under the auger. Hopefully I don't have to move that. The wagon is full. I got all the tubes out of the bin. Good to go there. Before I head back home, I'm gonna take the truck down to the field so he doesn't have to come up and get it. That way he can keep moving. Got a pretty good load on there right now. Don't mind the beat. Probably not important. Oh! Alright, he got full halfway down that row, and he's just been opening up here a little bit, so might have a few beans down here. These beans are irrigated, so it'll be really interesting to see how these beans do compared to all the other ones. The ground is lighter, but I think the irrigation this year probably helped. Sometimes it does, like on corn, it's just hard to tell sometimes. This is really the first time that we've had like good beans under pivot, so we'll have to see where we come out. I'm pretty interested. The yield monitor is still not working like we want it to, so we'll just have to go off of weights, but we'll get a good idea doing that, where these beans come out. So pretty excited about it. Looks like it's going better than it was before, as far as like the beans being a little drier and actually being ready to harvest. So we shall see, but I'm excited for the beans, and I'm also excited to be done. So keep on rolling. The non-irrigated beans. Miniature mini beans. Beans are the ones that are outside where the pivot can reach with water, and they're like a foot tall. And our other beans are like chest tall. So it's pretty interesting to see the difference that moisture can make in the height of the beans. And like I said before, the height of the bean doesn't necessarily mean it's going to yield better, but this year the taller beans did yield good. I don't know what those little guys are gonna do, but maybe 20 or 30 bushel instead of 60 to 80 bushels. So these ones over here are a little taller. They're like waist high. So it's just interesting to see. And then this stuff down here, like a sandbox. So there'll be a vast amount of variability in this farm, just like all the other ones. But with the irrigation rig, you're trying to even some of that out and bring up the low spots. So that's what we try and do with that on some of the ground that this pivot is on, and the other two, if we didn't have them, you don't produce anything. So you just kind of need them to maintain a yield. Otherwise down here the corn be like 80 bushels and you have 10 to 20 bushel beans, which doesn't really work very well. Made it back to the home farm. Got the vac all unhooked. The pipe hooked up to the bin. I'm gonna try this straight pipe this time. See if it works any better as far as flow goes. It'll hook up down right there to the bottom. So we'll just see if that makes it flow any better. Try and get a little bit quicker. I don't know if it'll help or not, but it's worth a shot. I'm gonna go back down to the Strong farm, see what the truck situation is, and if it's full, I'll bring it back. I don't think it's gonna be full. So my plan is to get the truck that's hooked to the tender and then bring that back, get an empty semi, take that down, and then we should have everything where it needs to be, and we should be good to go for the rest of the day. It's 1 o'clock right now. We should still have 6 hours of good running in, and then we'll have to shut it down. But it should be a pretty good day. 6 hours. I don't know, should I knock out 60 or 70 acres today? So that field that we're in, I think is 75 acres. So if we could get that field done today, that would be a good day. Made it back to the Strong farm, and he's got half of the truck full right now. So that means I've got time to take the tender back to the home farm and then head back down with an empty truck. By the time I get back, it'll be full enough where I can take the one that's loaded, and then we'll get in the cycle here. And then when I get trucks unloaded, I'll come back, run the grain cart for a little bit to make it a little more efficient, and then hop back in the truck, go unload, keep going. So it's about a 20-mile drive back to home, so that's where you just spend a lot of time on the road, but we will get there. So first step, get this back home. Made it back to the home farm to get the semi. all that truck wants to do, pull that tender. Pretty good workout for it. Well, we are right on track. So we will head back to Strong Farm with the semi and then start hauling beans. Finally made it back down to Strong with the other semi. So we got one empty one that I just brought, and then the other one is full. Looks like the grain cart's still empty. Combine's out there. Off to the home farm. Still gotta get that back set up, so we'll do that as soon as we get back and then get rolling. Hopefully we don't hold up the combine too much. I'm back to the home farm and I got weighed in with the beans. So now I need to set up the vac. So we'll get everything hooked up and then we'll start unloading. There was a little more corn than I'd like to see, but we should be alright, it'll blend in. Probably came out of the combine. We cleaned everything out, but there was still a little bit left, like in the very bottom, so probably came through that. But like I said, we should be fine. Get this unloaded and then head back to the Strong Farm. That other truck's probably be pretty close to ready by the time we get there. So we'll get that, head back, and then should be caught up. I just got back to Strong Farm with the empty truck. Looks like he had to put some on the grain cart, probably 2 or 3 hopper fulls on there, and then the other truck is full. But the good news is he's making really good progress. So looks like, I mean, within maybe reason, he'll be really close to finishing this field. And then the pivot's moving, so he'll be able to get behind that. It was sitting in the way, sitting in the middle of the field. And so I will head back home with the loaded truck. He'll keep going. It is super dusty. Just in a dust cloud, which is not fun because he doesn't have auto steer, so he actually has to steer, which is just the worst. And so when it's really dusty like that, it's really hard to see, and it looks like sometimes the wind will be like a crosswind, so it won't be as big a deal, but it looks like the wind is just blowing right back towards him when he's going to the east, so that is not fun. But he has been making good progress, so that is fun. Made it back to Strong Farm after dumping the second load. We still got quite a bit left out here. He's unloading into the truck right now. And I'm gonna take that truck and head back to the farm. He is just filling it as I pulled in here, so for the most part I got caught back up. I would think probably if we do keep going on the next round, I'd probably be back in time to get what's on the grain cart and then head back. So I can keep up is the good news if I have not too much stuff distracting me, and it's going pretty well. We've made really good progress for you know, for beans and for what we've been dealing with the rest of this season. So we'll keep on moving. I think maybe 3 more days we should be able to have everything wrapped up, and then we've got some other stuff we can do. There's a guy we could haul some corn for and stuff like that, so we'll just have to see how it turns out. Nice and dark out. Got one truck there. Combine is out there. He's got 3 or 4 more passes left. The other truck is right there. So I will take this one back and unload it, and then that'll be it for tonight. This one will be ready to go get bean meal in the morning, and then we'll start again in the morning. Sounds like we'll have a pretty good start tomorrow. The beans were ready to go pretty early this morning, so looks like the weather's gonna cooperate. Beans are flowing good. We'll be able to get a good start. We should be able to finish this farm decent time, get moved to the next one. Then we'll be in Nichols, and that'll be our last farm, 185 acres there. So we're in the home stretch.